Yo, what's going on, everyone? What's going on? What's going on? We about to start real quick. First and foremost, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing well. This is not going to be a long video, but it's definitely going to be insightful. It's going to be full of value. We're going to be talking about some charts. We're going to be talking about Arrow 5.0. Man, happy Sunday, first and foremost. What we're going to do, though, is go ahead and do mic check 1 2 1 2. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Mic check 1 2 1 2. All right, everything seems to be running smoothly. And all right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Go ahead and share this video if you are watching from Facebook right now. If you are looking at this replay, then go ahead and hit replay. You feel me? Say what's up to the people. All right, my name is Hans Felix, as you guys already know. I'm the Forex Fashion CEO. I am the owner of this brand. As you can see, my hat says "Catch Pips and Chill." It's the motto. But today, one of the main things we're going to talk about is literally how Arrow is the talk of the town and why traders are co-signing this amazing tool, not because it's just a hype, but really what it's doing for the community. Now, since I mentioned in the community, shout out to the Arrow Bag Chat. This is part of Avoria Prime's main chats, which is soon going to be moving into the social platform that they have. But as you guys can see, there's about 2,343 members, not counting the other mentorship groups that some of us have for ourselves. But as you guys can see real quick, quick disclaimer, past performances does not guarantee future results. The trading in the markets are definitely risky. People are learning constantly that it is not for the faint of heart. However, this is why this tool Arrow is literally helping for anybody who may have gotten burnt before in the past, or maybe like you got taught the wrong concepts, or you still don't know, you're struggling with what a lot size is, or how to understand and calculate pips, how to analyze your charts, all the things that you feel can restrain you from actually being a profitable trader. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. Like, I stayed the course. I've survived a lot of losses. I've been resilient enough to be here. But trading when we first started, like, it was the journey has not been easy. Why? Because we did not have tools like this, right? We did not have tools like Arrow. We did not have softwares that could legit break it down to us. I mean, truth be told, man, a new generation of traders that are gonna come. God bless y'all. Y'all gonna have it easy. Y'all will not know the struggle. What's up, Manushka? What's going on?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Yeah. So we are live on Facebook. All right. We are definitely talking about some of the new features and why we are so excited to have Arrow. And you so happen to be one of the Arrow users. So, talk to me. How excited are you to actually have Arrow, and how you feel like this is going to help you throughout your trading career?
I'm hype. I feel like I haven't tried the new features as yet, but I feel like they just made it so much more simpler for somebody like me who's still trying to figure out the ropes, especially
Absolute
like
facts.
the I don't quite remember what Nate calls them, but he sends those signals on Sundays and you just have to look out for the trades.
Hold
I'm
up. You on that chat too? Okay. Damn, you don't miss a beat. First, you were the first person to figure out that, like, in my wedding vows, I was throwing like trading lingos out there. You had me weak. I was like, yo, that's funny as hell. Like, I was dying that day when you texted me that. But yeah, so tell the people how long you've been trading, and like who started teaching you the ropes. Hint, hint.
I've been learning. Well, I was introduced to you. I think it was January of this year.
Yeah.
So that's when I started getting my foot wet with Forex. Um, but I'm still learning. I still have ways to go from what I see in like the chats and the results that I'm seeing. But I'm invested and I'm here for the long run. So
I like that. Yeah. Sometimes like results can be intimidating. I mean, you know, and it just goes for everybody. It's like a psychological thing. Um, I've been intimidated before. Like I've not had like a 365K day yet, but it's like, damn, that also gives you a different perception and perspective to keep going because you're no different than that person. You know, they might have more capital than you do, but it's the same knowledge. Like when you start to get more confidence in what you're doing, it's like, wow, so this lot size could have meant that kind of profit for me. I just, caught the same move, but I made a fraction of what he made or she made. And by the way, shout out to you for being another profitable queen who decided to take on like uh a new field, a new skill. Like, not every woman actually enjoy the whole aspect of trading, but more and more like of our own people are taking this skill, like especially like the Black community. That's really something to be proud of. Like, why did you even want to start trading anyway?
um to be honest, especially as far as when Forex
It
comes,
was
the first time I was introduced to it, it was through like an IML, I believe they're called.
oh,
And I was just like, no, I'm not doing that.
oh.
But I started
Ooh.
talking with a friend and then he connected me with you. And I was like, if other people are doing this and it's possible and I see the results, that means I can do it too. And with your Oregon, with Ovaria Prime, not once has anybody ever reached out and said, oh, you need to bring X number of people in, or whatever the case is. There's no pressure to sell anything. And there's so much knowledge and
So
support
much.
and education there that if you want to bring somebody on board, great. But it's not something that I was ever told that I had to do.
That's a fact because everybody's just so focused on like the education and just trying to be like seven-figure traders. Like, if somebody happens to give you the attention of like telling you that you should refer somebody else to it, that's out of your own graceful heart because like I'm gonna switch my language real quick. L'évangile là tellement bon que des fois qu'on oublie à dire l'autre monde ça.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I tell my friends and I tell my family about it, and usually it's like, I just want you to get on this call. You don't have to buy anything. I just want you to see it for yourself, especially those that I know are looking for additional income or
Right.
looking for something else to do on the side. It's like no pressure at all. Just join in and see if you like it. And if you don't, fine. If you do, great.
That's a fact. But I mean, for some reason, that's not always the case. That's a fact. But hey, I mean, trading is not for everybody. So at the end of the day, I can't really blame them. So we're gonna talk about like the traditional way of trading versus like what's possible now and what Arrow is doing, right? First thing first, this is a chart. Obviously, you know about charts, but this is obviously a live Facebook. Some people might not know what Forex is all about. They still are skeptical and think that this is a MLM, but really, this is the largest financial market in the world. And when people say, "Oh, currency," for some reason, most people are like, "Oh, like cryptocurrencies," as if there's not an American dollar, there's not a Great Britain pound, there's not like a euro, um, there's not a yen. You know what I'm saying? Like these are currencies that were here way before crypto. So this is why like this is a market that's the largest financial market in the world because money makes the world go around. And since this is a 24-hour, 5-day a week market, we get to make money on either positions or direction that the market is going. But traditionally, as you know, Manushka, uh, trading the markets definitely comes with understanding the skill set of analyzing charts. And that takes a long time sometimes because, like, first you got to analyze the chart. understand the direction of where this thing is going. And you got to be correct. Plus, you got to have enough cojones to get in the trade. And assuming that you're right, the market's actually going to go in the direction that you want. Then there's the patience part. It's just like a whole package, right? And it all starts by being confident and knowing whether your analysis is right or not. So that's the traditional way, correct? But then there goes Arrow. That tradition right there is already out the window, right? Because what took me time to analyze and see where the zones are at, where the market is gonna, bounce from this area here, drop, pull back, for me to decide, oh, okay, this is obviously the trend where the market's gonna turn around from here and go to the downside. Or if the market is bouncing from like a zone like this, it takes some skill and knowledge to know that, okay, this is the area where price is going to drop. And no matter how much it looks like it's going to be falling down, but no, this is actually a legit um, support area or demand zone where the market's going to eventually be bouncing back up, right? So for me to assume that with my naked eyes, it can be faulty. But now Arrow literally highlights these zones for us and color coded scheme. So now it's like, wow, sometimes I go and check this cheat code and I'm like, all right, let me see what's going on. Let's see what it is here. All right, cool. The zones are highlighted. Red means the market is clearly going down. And until the market gets to a zone that's like this green area right here, I know this is like the floor. I can tell that this zone, when they bounce off of it in prior times, for instance, price bounced down here, right here, and on July 20th, this was the Great Britain pound USD. So all I got to do is pull up on these charts and see that price is bouncing off the zone. And history loves to repeat itself. And once it bounces off of here again, Arrow already has it highlighted. All I'm going to have to do is pull up, see this going on, and then I will make my decision. So that's one of the main things I like about Arrow, because like it does the homework for me. So that creates more time for me to just be getting into trades, making profit, and going about my day. So now, if that wasn't enough, Arrow just came out with some really dope new features. Okay. Now, for those who are probably watching now or later, here's one thing I like, right? As a trader, you have to understand lot sizes, which is how much within or how much from your account you're going to be trading. You got to understand risk management. That means if you have $500 or $200 or $3,000 or $30,000, you have to know how much from that account you can use to get in a trade. And there are two things that usually happen. It's either you start to do very well, and then you either get greedy or you're not following your trading plan. So with that being said, you not following your trading plan or just not knowing how to decide and calculate like how to risk the account, you might end up losing everything that you had worked hard for, or losing a good chunk of your account. So what Arrow's 5.0 update has done is now that's not something you should worry about. That's not something that should intimidate you, even if you are a new trader or you're considering the whole trading aspect, right? If I go to view right here, I go to market watch. Actually, no. Let me go to view, navigator, and right here, this is what we talking about, baby. We got, first and foremost, we got the binary ATM. That's for those people who looking to get into binary options trading, which I highly recommend. We have some of the best guys teaching us the ropes. One of them is Kashmir Harris. That boy's a problem. Dude is a 7-figure trader. He can turn water into profit, literally. We have Nathan Williams, who's also the developer Arrow. And man, we got a lot of good things going on. So they joined forces. They created the ATM binary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide that to the right. Boom, drop that bad boy. And boom, here we go. So now we got a tool for binary trading, binary options trading. That joint looks sexy, I ain't gonna lie. So now we could trade currencies, crypto on Arrow, right? But this is a cheat code because I could either trade this or go to a different platform like pocket options. Somebody asking me what is the can you still see, Manushka? Can you see the screen?
Yes, I'm seeing trading view.
All right, cool. Yeah, we could go on pocket options real quick. And I actually think I have a, yeah, that's what I thought. Pocket options, there we go. All right, so we can go on pocket options, pull up the same chart. So I'm gonna click currencies and we're gonna go for, we're gonna look up GBP JPY. Let's go ahead and click GBP JPY. All right, so pocket options is one of the platforms where you can trade binary. I purposely start $100 account just so I can use the strategy to flip that into 1K. I successfully did it yesterday. I took $92 and I brought it to 1K and I was all right, bet. I'm gonna try and do it again and again and again because I'm gonna fill you in on a little secret, Manushka, and everybody else who's watching. Look, if the thing about binary is this, with Forex, it's about being correct and also waiting for price to reach your take profit, the destination. But with binary options, it's about expiration, right? Just like my brother Cash, shout out to Cash, would say, right? So literally, I didn't think it was possible to ever get in a trade and be in profit in 15 seconds. With the right strategy, that's crazy. So now at a fraction of any time that I've ever had to wait for a trade to actually profit me, I can get in here and use the knowledge that I have, use the tools that I'm provided now just to take trades. And here's what that means for me. I could be trading an account with the smallest risk at $100, but if I take, let's say, 200 trades, right? If I take about 200 trades for just $8, let's do the math real quick. Let's do the math, right? So 200 trades. If I win 200 trades at just $8, that's $1,600. And if I'm taking 15-second trades, right? And I'm real disciplined with that, guess what? Anything can happen. I can really take a small account, build it, right? Not lose my entire life savings and come up. If I do that 3 times a month, let's do the math. Let's do the math. That's $4,800. And that is the power of binary because now I can literally use my time wisely, take a few trades, not get too carried away and really come up. All right. So I'm really excited about that, man. So let me go ahead and take 2 trades real quick. Let's make sure I'm on the 15-second mark right here. And yeah, let's see. I can knock out like 2 trades real quick, like boom, boom. But all right, cool. As you guys can see here, we got about 9 seconds left. And if I win this trade, obviously, as the clock goes down, then I'm going to come up. If not, then hey, it is what it is. So guess what happened? I did not win these trades. But what I like about binary option is like the money you wager is the money you lose as the clock winds down. So we're going to try a little bit later. But here's the point I'm trying to make, right? GBP JPY over here. Ooh, hold on. Let's get back in. This looks good. This looks good. I was just about to leave. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. And I could take as many $8 trades as possible and not lose a whole entire account. which is another point I wanted to make, right? Low risk, but you catch another great opportunity and there goes your money. You know what I'm saying? So binary options is really dope. Shout out to Cash one more time. But when you pull up the same chart, like GBP, JPY, boom, there we go. Let's go ahead and close this right here, right? And arrow is literally showing you the zones where it is best to buy, right? Then you could lose a few trades, but it maximizes your winning potentials. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring back the navigator and bring the binary ATM to this GBP JPY chart. And as you guys can see, the binary ATM indicator is on my screen. Crazy. So do you guys understand how good you got it right now? For those who are looking to learn to trade, this is no better time than right now, because we did not have any of these kind of softwares and indicators that is literally enhancing the trading experience. All right. So now I haven't learned too much about the strategies, but that's coming next. I was just on the phone with Nathan Williams, and he was telling me how, like, pretty soon, for those who have already subscribed and have access to Arrow, will have access to the videos on how to trade binary options with the new indicator. So shout out to you, my boy. Definitely much blessings coming our way, all because people have paved the way and crawled so other people could run. All right, so basically, I'm guessing for sure that between these two parameters, the 80 and the 20, these are typically the best times to get in buys or sells. And I know I mentioned about the binary option 15-second trades, but you could change the time frame period of how long the clock runs down. So I'm about to get in 2 trades here. You know, I'm double dipping real quick. And then we're going to see, this is one thing I don't like. Sometimes the brokers, they like to switch up the time real quick. And you got to be careful, because if you want to be in a trade for longer than 30 seconds or 15 seconds, you got to make sure the clock runs down at a convenient time that you want. All right, because right now I have about 28 seconds expiration time on these 2 trades. And if I win that, I'm going to make about $30 on that account, which is not too bad. All right, so definitely looking forward to use Arrow's binary indicator to help me in that department. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing my screen real quick. Somebody was asking for code. All right, boom. Give me 1 second, guys. Listen, if I'm dropping some gem and some sauce, man, do me a favor and send me some likes, send me some 777s. I don't care if you're watching this now or later. Definitely show me some love, because I could be doing something else, man, besides this wonderful football Sunday. That's probably what's going on. Everybody out here watching football, and they outside. They outside, but we inside. We inside. We trying to get to the bag. All right, so we gonna definitely share the screen again. And all right, so next thing we want to talk about is the Arrow Risk Manager. The Arrow Risk Manager is a game changer. I mean, for anybody who has tried trading before or are currently trading, we all know we get a little carried away. You take a couple trades, you think you're God, you start to see money and you don't know how to manage it. Some of us still have, like, poor mindset, or, that whole mentality of, like, not knowing how to feel when you actually see profit, right? So, and that's a little intimidating. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it and drop it on the screen, and boom, this is what we was talking about all year long, and it's finally here. Oh my God. Listen, the Arrow Risk Manager is a lifesaver. All right. They might as well call it lifesaver, because it don't matter how long you've been trading. The fact that you can have a suggested window in and like, you know, kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Looking for like a little sidekick, you know, that will tell you, hey, what is the current risk? What is the suggested lot size? So now you don't have to calculate this anymore, right? If you tell it on the settings how much in risk that you're going to be risking during the week, is going to calculate that and tell you what the suggested lot size would be. Now, for some people who are wondering, like, what is the lot size? The lot size is the volume, as I had said before, at which you are trading your account. So if you have $500 and 1% of 500 is about $5, right? If I'm not mistaken, I know I'm not mistaken, but let's go ahead and see if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll just be wrong live. How about that? Okay, I wasn't wrong. Shout outs to me for knowing a little bit of math. Okay, so that would be $5 of a risk from an account that has $500, right? As an example, this tells you what the lot size would be. So it would probably suggest you, like, let's say 0.50, which would be the lot size for $5. Okay, that would be your 1% risk. I can't tell you how long a lot of people have spent being taught by the wrong folks and the wrong mentors, and they don't understand the concept of lot size. Lot size can make or break you. All right, let me be clear on this. The wrong lot size will blow your account up in minutes. So the fact that now we have a whole setup that could tell you what the lot size is, you can literally copy and paste to help you make profits and lessen the risk parameters of losing your whole account. Because why do we start trading? It's not because it's, I mean, yeah, it is cool, but like it's not fully because of that though. It's because people are looking for different ways besides a 9 to 5 or supplemental to a career job, right? Or maybe, you know, you are like an entrepreneur and you want to look for different ways to make money. And if you are losing money, then that defeats the purpose of why you're trading. And if you're losing too much money, then it only gets worse from there, right? It only gets worse from there. So the fact that we are blessed now, right, to be at a time where this is all being prepared and drawn out for you, it gives you more of a chance that I didn't have back in the day. I wish I had a software like this, but hey, it is what it is, right? I'm just grateful now that whatever knowledge I have, whatever knowledge I passed on, is going to get more refined at this point because we have the right tools with Avoya Prime. So shout out to Avoya Prime and Arrow and the developer and the supporting cast, you know, the people who beta test everything just to make sure we see the light of today. All right. So next up, weekly limit to you lose, total losses for the week. These are all parameters that are going to help you stay in shape or, you know, stay up to your P's and Q's to know like, hey, look, if I lose too much this week or if I'm losing too much today, I need to learn to back out. I need to learn to take a break. All right. Speaking of taking a break, let's see what that trade ended up doing. Okay. We won that trade, man. All right, let's go. Nice little $30. So we back at 98 bucks. So it's not too bad. I really want to take this account from $98 to $1,000, and I will do it. Maybe Walt Disney is just not the right one to trade today, to be honest. Ooh, actually, I take that back. Let's take 2 trades real quick. All right, we'll be back. We'll be back. All right. So I really like binary, to be honest with y'all guys. Like the fact that I could take a trade in 40 seconds. Shout out to all my impatient ladies and gentlemen. Binary is definitely the one for you. All right, because you can hold on to a trade while you're in traffic. I'll be seeing y'all doing y'all makeup at the red light. You know what I'm saying? I seen that. So I know for a fact that binary is definitely speed. But we ain't gonna touch on that. All right. So let's get back over here. Let's talk about the next feature that was added into the whole Arrow 5.0 package. And I will tell you guys, Arrow 5.0 is not an upgrade. It's just some added features along with more services that will be provided to customers and people who are subscribed with Arrow. Okay. There's about more educators coming on board. Some of them will be teaching you how to swing trade because they've been successful at it. I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm not really a swing trader, but I do swing a few times, right? I swing trades a few times. Let's just make sure we're saying that correctly because we are recording. So that's going to be amazing. There's crypto educators like my boy Calvin Frazier. Shout out to Cal. Definitely going to be dropping some sauce. But altogether, if you are paying for the subscription, you'll be able to attend the live trading sessions when they're having it so you can learn more. And at the same time, you're using your tool, Arrow, by yourself. And they get to use the tool and teach you more how to use. They teach you more. Let me slow down real quick. Teach you more how to use the Arrow indicator. All right. So we're going to move on to the last one, Arrow Trade Manager. And this right here is the icing on the cake. For those who are probably like, man, I tried Forex before, but I didn't know how to manage my trades. Arrow 5.0. Arrow 5.0. Oh, okay, yo, look, what's I know I asked this before, but what's a lot size? Arrow 5.0. Okay. Listen, I don't know how many times I want to go to sleep. That's definitely me. Like I've definitely wanted to go to sleep a few times, and I'm trading the early London session. And I know if I go to sleep, they might take my trade. Like they might take me out of the trade. Guess what? Arrow 5.0, because this trade manager right here can literally do your job for you while you sleep. All right. And I'm gonna break it down to you guys and we finish. We're about to finish real quick. All right. So you see where it says take profit right here? You can set the destination, the standard destination of where you want your trade to go, and the stop loss to protect your account, and a trailing stop once the trade goes in profit. And I don't even want to tell you too many more things sitting in here because it might look intimidating. And if I really spoil too much, I mean, will you really want to get Arrow? I got to leave a little bit of scoop left. All right. So definitely going to be breaking down some more things, especially when I catch wind on the videos being completed. So I'm going to go ahead and try and show you guys how that works real quick. I'm going to just hit OK. And I'm going to choose something that is moving currently because, you know, the trading markets open up on Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. for indices and commodities. And of course, the cryptocurrencies market are open 24/7. All right, so here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to bring in the trade manager. Going to double click. Come on, my boy. Here we go. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I've seen Dante do this yesterday just briefly, and I'm going to choose a take profit. I can change this. Bear in mind, guys, you could change this information to your liking. All right. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to click all the stuff that needs to be clicked. And once I hit my trade, right? If I hit new order, all this information that I would typically put on what's it called, MT4, I won't have to do that no more because it's just going to be set. Once I hit the buy by market or sell by market, typically what Arrow's going to do, boom, I just got in the trade, right? What Arrow's going to do with the trade manager is if the settings was set for 50 pips, let's see if I could fix that. Yeah, 50 pips stop loss, and let's say 20 pips take profit, it literally will set the parameters as you get in the trade. It will show you automatically that 20 pips from where you had entered at for maybe a buy or sell is going to already calculate where 20 pips away from that zone is. And if you had set 50 pips as a stop loss, right, it's going to calculate from that entry point how far away 50 pips is. Now, traditionally, I always got to go with the traditionally, right? Let me go over here. By the way, did we win that trade? Yeah, we won that trade. Catch pips and chill, baby. So I'm up 1, 2, 3, 4. Not bad, right? So the account is back at 108. So we just gonna chill. I'm not gonna take too many trades, or should I? I might just take one trade real quick. Okay, we'll be back. We'll be back. We got 1 minute. We'll be back. I really should change this to 15 seconds. I'm gonna take another 15-second trade. All right, and then we're gonna let the other trade run out for 1 minute. How about that, right? Cool, cool, cool. By the way, yes, it's a demo. I'm learning. I'm not putting real money yet. All right, it's good sometimes to literally. Did I win that? No, the 15-second trade definitely did not prosper. Okay, but it's cool. It's cool. I could lose $8 trades any day. Remember, the goal is not to blow the entire account. I'm practicing risk management. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, traditionally, I have to use this tool on TradingView to measure out how far is 25 pips, how far is 50 pips. Because if I get in a trade, I need to decide where the destination is going to be and where is my stop loss going to be. Because what the stop loss does is it prevents you from taking any further loss. Not like binary, where I'm literally just waiting for the clock to wind down. And then, boom, 1 second later, I won the trade, right? Congratulations. You've just earned $12. And I'm back at 105 bucks. Okay. Yes, I'm kind of jumping back and forth in profit, but it just goes to show you, like, I get into another trade again for 15 seconds, and based off the time that the clock runs down is going to determine whether I win the trade or not. In 15 seconds, like, what a time to be alive. Like, you tell me I take 4 of these bad boys, right? Boom, I just won the trade. So now I'm up $110. Like, shout out to, man, whatever. Anyways, if I'm controlling this measuring stick, right, or ruler, I get to see how many pips the market has the potential to go. So with Arrow's 5.0 trade manager settings, it highlights and calculates that for me. So it already controls where the TP is going to be, where the stop loss is going to be, just because I've set those settings, I've preset those settings right off the bat. And then, so now, like, once I'm in profit, let's say 10 pips or 30 pips or whatever, I can change these settings as well, which is where it says target profit to lock first profit. So target points to lock first profit. This is where I'm able to say, once this thing or this trade is in profit 10 pips, it's going to move the stop loss from stop loss to stop profit. So it's going to protect the trade. Whatever happens, I'm safe. And I so happen to think this is a really, really dope feature because now I can sleep in peace. I can sleep in peace, So for those of you guys who are considering Arrow as a tool that you want to use in your trading career or your journey, you can't go wrong. You honestly can't go wrong. Take it from somebody who's been trading for a while. Like, you honestly need Arrow in your life. Why? It's a no-brainer. Like, we are blessed and highly favored to just have access to something like that can literally enhance your trading, cut the learning curve, right? Help you make more profits, protect your money, and with that, you're going to continue achieving your goal and making profits, taking that profits to different vehicles and markets, right? Crypto, stocks, bills. Let's not forget those bills. And it's just gonna really improve your quality of life if you should take this seriously. I mean, once again, everybody else's experience is gonna vary, but as you guys can see here, I'm gonna take it back to the chat here. There are more people winning, seeing success than anything. I mean, people are trading Bitcoin. Look, 24,658 pips caught with the help of Arrow. And some people just started trading. Like it ain't even been like 4 months. Like it ain't even been 6 years. It ain't even been 6 weeks, matter of fact, since some of those people had used Arrow, always wanted to trade, always wanted to be a part of a winning community, a community that cares more about trading than recruiting, because naturally, if you are winning, then you're going to gravitate others who want to win as well, right? This is why earlier, Manushka, one of my friends and students, was saying like no one was forcing her to recruit. Why? We're too busy having fun. If you want to be part of the fun, join in. There's always room for Arrow. All right, so and Arrow we trust, Arrow Nation, along with the other softwares that are obviously available with Avoid Prime. But if you are somebody who's looking to be a catch pips and chill boss or queen, you definitely want to consider Arrow. Oh my God, yo, Nate, what are you doing? Shout out to that boy rocking the Forex fashion shirt, baby. But man, for somebody who just turned 30 something, man, you know what? We ain't gonna clown you today, bro. But hey, shout out to the developer himself, one of my good friends, Nathan Williams. And I appreciate you for supporting my brand. It means a lot to me. But guys, I'm going over some of those screenshots here. And as you can see, people are literally having fun, seeing success, and are satisfied with this product. Okay. And that's what it's all about. I actually think Arrow covers all the check marks for somebody who's considering using a product and maybe on the fence about making a decision. Because I mean, what else do you feel like we need to, like at this point, you just got to make a decision, right? Because if we've checked off most of the problems that the industry has, then that pretty much makes the decision quite simple. So if you are wondering what the price is, though, the Arrow subscription is monthly, right? You can cancel at any time. But if you are considering it today or this week, I can actually provide you a discount. So if you are watching this, hit me up about that discount. I got you. $40 off. Let's get it. I got you, baby. I got you. All right. So obviously, guys, you can see how excited I am. From a trader's perspective, this is what you go to sleep and dream about and wake up and hope to see it come to reality. And we are indeed here. We are seeing what this is doing for the community. Like, we are in a pandemic. People are looking for different ways to make money and not get scammed. This right here is a blessing. People are literally trying to find different ways to make money and invest their bread, right? They're looking for avenues to see their money work for them. So at the end of the day, guys, I am so happy and grateful that we have people thinking on our behalf to benefit our pockets, our knowledge, our well-being. And at a time right now where even when health is wealth, people are looking at it like, oh, health is wealth? Let's get it. How can we capitalize on that? You know, people are literally taking advantage of us. So when you find a community of people who legit and genuinely want to help you succeed, you can't sleep on that. All right. So I'm going to end this webinar and this live. Appreciate y'all for actually hopping on. I really hope I draw some value just to explain a little bit about what Arrow 5.0 is all about. Okay. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great profitable week. And remember, you are a queen. Ladies, you are a queen. You deserve prosperity, but you got to work hard for it. My kings, you are a king for a reason. All right. You lead. Your energy should exude greatness, but you got to work on yourself. All right. So y'all have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, love, and blessings.